What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review of my Db-14 pit bike by Tao Tao. So this pit bike is completely semi-automatic, and the gearing goes down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4, and then all the way back up to neutral. So I just want to say that before we really get into the full details, so you guys know what kind of bike this is and if you guys want to buy it. So it's 4-stroke. And it goes about 40 miles per hour, and it's 110cc. So it's kind of a beginner bike, pit bike, if you say the least. But the only complaints I really had about this bike was that these these bolts at the bottom here, they came out because I didn't tighten them all the way, or I don't know what happened, but something broke down there, and my entire back sprocket fell to the ground when I was riding one day, so that was kind of a problem. But just for the people, if you're gonna purchase a bike from China or anything like that, make sure all these screws, every single screw is screwed in completely, because I didn't screw in these back ones back here, and obviously I had to replace them. But that's the only problem I've really had with it. The other minor thing is I kind of dinged a rock the other day and it bent my brake pedal. Other than that, everything's all good. None of the bolts are rusty except for these 4, but almost every pit bike gets rusty on those ones. I don't know why, but yeah. So everything here is stock except for the bolts in the back, and obviously these 2 stickers I put on. Other than that, I like the bike a lot. It's super fun to ride around with. It's got a lot of power in the first 2 and 3 gears, so it's super fun if you want to start out on like a pit bike, or you just want to learn to ride motorcycles a little bit, basic motorcycles. But other than that, everything works great. I'll show you guys what it sounds like right now. So let me just set the camera down and start it up. So this is what it sounds like. Let me bring this camera up here. So this is what it sounds like. Sounds pretty nice. One of the big reasons I like this bike is because it's super quiet. It's got a great muffler on it. You can barely hear it when you're driving around. Your neighbors probably won't get angry at you. The other thing I really want to say that's pretty important is it's got no key. So here you can see it's just my gas tank, and then there's a kill switch, which is right here. And so that's basically your key. There's also a small lever down here that says fuel. So fuel is down, that's on, and then on the left over here if you turn it, so it's pretty easy to turn. It's a bit of a hassle though, it's like hidden behind this plastic. But on the left over here, that is off, and then up here is your reserve. So this bike does have a reserve tank, which is pretty cool. So if you run out of fuel, technically you're not out of fuel. But yeah, that's one of the things I like about it. It's obviously got disc brakes on both front and back. And the back suspension is actually pretty good. The front one, it's just pit bike suspension, so yeah. But the exhaust, it's pretty quiet. And the seat so far has been pretty good. It doesn't have any like wrinkles, and I've ridden this for at least 12 hours probably. This is air cooled, as you can see over here, this little air filter thing. And it comes with number 14 on it. You can probably change that if you want. But other than that, the bike's pretty good. Everything works pretty good. The only real complaints are things I already said. And yeah, so it's 12-inch tires in the front, 14 in the back. They're pretty easy to find. You can also look it up on SSR. Those have lots of parts for this bike. They share a lot of the parts. But I really like it so far. It's pretty fun. You get what you paid for, basically. And it works pretty good. Everything works great. This comes out. It's obviously the Kickstarter. Forgot to say about that. There's also a choke right here. If you can focus, come on. There's a choke right there. Up is off. Up is on. Down is off. And it's Kickstarter, so you don't have to rely on any electronics or anything. It weighs about 150 pounds. And it's pretty good for people like below 5 feet. Not below 5 feet. But I wouldn't say this is a good bike for anyone above like 5'6" or 5'7", or 5'5" probably. But if you want a bigger bike, you can always just upgrade to the Db-14. That's the big version of this. It is 125cc and manual, but it's a little bit more expensive as well. But it's bigger, so it's really your option, whatever you want to pay for. But this bike's pretty good. It's awesome to ride around on the trails and on the streets. And it's actually legal in California. I just have to get it registered, but I'm not going to do that yet. This has been my pit bike review, and drop a like if this helped you in any way.